The signal should not still be arriving. Every second, a faint radio transmission crosses billions of kilometers of darkness. A whisper from a machine built before the internet existed, before personal computers, before humanity had walked on Mars. Yet somehow, it is still talking, still moving, still heading into a region no spacecraft was ever meant to reach. And along the way, Voyager 1 saw things that changed humanity's understanding of the universe forever. Not because it found aliens, not because it discovered something impossible, because the deeper it traveled, the stranger reality became. In 1977, a rare alignment appeared in the solar system, one that occurs only once every 176 years. The giant planets lined up in just the right way: Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. For a brief moment, a spacecraft could use the gravity of one planet to reach the next, then the next, then the next. A cosmic shortcut. NASA saw the opportunity and built two spacecraft. One of them was Voyager 1. The mission was expected to last 4 years. Nobody imagined it would become humanity's most distant explorer. Months turned into years. The darkness ahead slowly brightened. Then, Jupiter appeared. At first, it looked familiar. A giant striped planet hanging in blackness. But Voyager saw something Earth never could. Storms larger than worlds. Lightning hundreds of times more powerful than anything on Earth. A magnetic field so enormous it trapped deadly radiation across millions of kilometers. Then it saw something else. A moon. Small, yellow, scarred. Its name was Io. Volcanoes erupted across its surface, plumes rising hundreds of kilometers into space. The first active volcanoes ever observed beyond Earth. A world that should have been dead was violently alive. And suddenly, the solar system looked far less predictable than anyone thought. Then came Saturn. The rings stretched across space like giant blades of light, beautiful from a distance, far stranger up close. Voyager discovered that the rings were not solid structures. They were made of countless fragments: ice, rock, dust, entire landscapes reduced to orbiting debris. The spacecraft revealed thousands of ringlets hidden inside the larger rings, patterns nobody expected, structures nobody could explain. Then Voyager turned its cameras toward Titan, a world concealed beneath thick orange haze, an entire moon hidden from view, a place that would remain mysterious for decades. But the most important discovery was not Saturn. It was what came next. Voyager's primary mission was complete. NASA could have ended it there. Instead, one final request was sent. Turn around. Look back. Nearly 6 billion kilometers from Earth, Voyager pointed its camera home. The image that returned became one of the most famous photographs in human history. Earth appeared as a tiny blue speck suspended inside a beam of sunlight. Less than a pixel, almost invisible. Every human being who had ever lived existed inside that dot. The photograph did not reveal something about Earth. It revealed something about scale. The universe suddenly felt much larger. And much lonelier. Voyager kept moving. Year after year, decade after decade. The planets disappeared behind it. The sun became another bright star among countless others. Then, the spacecraft approached a boundary nobody had ever crossed. The edge of the sun's influence. A frontier separating our cosmic neighborhood from interstellar space. Scientists expected the crossing to be straightforward. It wasn't. The instruments detected strange behavior. Particles slowed. Magnetic fields shifted. Conditions changed in ways nobody fully predicted. It was as if Voyager was approaching a shoreline between one region of the galaxy and another. Then, in 2012, it happened. Voyager crossed into interstellar space, the first human-made object ever to do so. Humanity had spent thousands of years looking at the stars. For the first time, something built by human hands entered the space between them. And what Voyager found surprised scientists. The region beyond the solar system was not empty. The boundary was not clean, not simple. The solar system did not end with a wall. It faded gradually into the galaxy itself. Reality turned out to be more complicated than the diagrams. Again, attached to Voyager is a message, a golden record carrying sounds and images from Earth, greetings in dozens of languages, music, laughter, the sound of waves, the sound of human life. Not because anyone expected it to be found, because humanity wanted to leave something behind. A bottle thrown into a cosmic ocean, drifting through darkness long after its creators are gone. Right now, Voyager 1 is more than 25 billion kilometers from Earth. Its power is fading. Its instruments are shutting down one by one. Eventually, the spacecraft will fall silent forever, but its journey will continue for thousands, millions, perhaps billions of years, long after Earth changes, long after humanity itself is gone. Voyager will still drift between the stars, a machine carrying a message from a civilization that once looked up at the night sky and wondered what existed beyond it. The solar system is not the universe. The sun is not the center. Humanity is not the destination. We are passengers on a tiny world, orbiting an ordinary star in a galaxy filled with hundreds of billions more. And beyond all of it, the darkness keeps going. Subscribe, because the farther humanity travels into the cosmos, the stranger it becomes.